Yeah, I was been experiencing some awakenings and experiencing the presence very much, and just being really frustrated because when I was with my teacher Cesar, he told me that I couldn't do anything else, was just nothing else to do, just wait for it to maybe fall away. And I understand that at some level, but somehow I still try to find some other way to do
Avoid
something,
frustration.
which
Some other
yeah,
way to
yes,
avoid frustration.
yeah.
So, what's wrong with the feeling of frustration? What's so dislikable about being frustrated?
um uh least likable, it's just that I've been wanting so much realization for so long time that it's just like I feel I'm never getting there. It's like it's almost there, but almost never there. It's like
And what's so
so strange.
terrible about that? What's the feeling that you don't like
um
feeling?
yeah, I guess it's like disappointment.
Yeah. And you can take that, can't you? It's just a bit of disappointment.
Yeah, I
That's
guess,
okay.
yeah.
So you're disappointed, yeah? So the feeling of
Yes.
disappointment comes up. The problem is disappointment comes up. So you have the feeling like I'm disappointed. So I get disappointed, sometimes when I cook myself a dinner. Surprisingly, even though I'm a fantastic cook, I cook it and it's not as good as I expected. And I'm like, this is a bit disappointing. And it's just a bit of a feeling that comes up. The problem is
Yes.
that whether your mind goes fishing with that disappointment. So if you have that feeling come up, there's disappointment, and then your mind is like, yeah, but I've done it wrong. If I did something else, if I had a better teacher, if I had done
Mhm.
this in my life, if I did this, if I sat and meditated for 10 weeks, then it would happen. So it's not the disappointment that's the problem. It's the fishing that comes with the disappointment, that your mind attempts to run off into some story to fix the situation rather than just being disappointed. Just having the feeling of disappointment and letting it go, and then carrying on with eating your dinner or listening to the talk or walking in the street. It's that you have the feeling of disappointment. The thought comes up, I've not made it. Disappointment comes up, and then you spend the next 2 days worrying about it. It's like it's only a
Yeah,
feeling,
yeah.
and so what can happen on the human level, although this isn't a prescription, this is a description of what can happen, is that the disappointment
Mhm.
arises. So the feeling appears somewhere in your body, more than likely in your solar plexus. The feeling appears,
Mhm.
and then there's a letting that feeling be there, and you're not running off
Mhm.
with all the thoughts that go with it, that you want to be somewhere else, that you want something else. Da, 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 da. It's just letting that feeling
Mhm.
come. You'll
Just
spend your
letting go.
whole you'll spend your whole life running after your tail if you keep trying to avoid feelings. They're just feelings. It's just a feeling of frustration. It's
Yeah,
just a feeling of disappointment.
of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
It's
sort
much
of
better.
like
It's
stopped
much
going to.
better than being, like on the brink of poverty and being desperate for food. It's a better problem, the
Yeah,
feeling of disappointment, than that.
of course, of course.
Now you're going to say, yeah, but I'm really broke, Lisa, and I'm on the brink of poverty. When I said it, I
It's
was
like
like, when you
everywhere I
said,
go, there is no answer. I feel this somehow like it's the yeah, there is no
even that,
answer.
even that
It's
though is a
like
bit of a
just
victim
wait,
story.
something like that.
Yeah, but even that's a bit of a victim story. It's not even that. It's
It's
like, it's just this. And then the thought comes up and goes, everywhere I go, there isn't an answer. It's like, yeah, it's not even that. You haven't even
yeah,
got
it's
that
true.
drama to play
Uh,
out.
yeah, I just like actually for about almost yeah about 3 to 6 months I stopped going to satsang just start living my life, just enjoying everything because I just realized there was nothing else to do and just be on the now and enjoy everything. So But from time to time, I get this intense seeking again, like, oh, I really want it now, and then I go into this stuff again.
Yeah, but you realize that that's another story, that I'm just going to live my life and enjoy my life and enjoy that. That's another story that you have. The freedom is this, the freedom is what is, and these are stories that arise and disappear for whom? They're just stories that appear and then they go, and then I'm going to live my life, I'm going to do this, and then they're gone again, and you're always here no matter what. No matter how much you fight, no matter what stories you tell yourself, no matter whether you say I'm awakened or not, or I want to be or not, you're always here. They're all irrelevant.
So just really accept to be here, independent of whatever.
It's not really your action, but that is the freedom and absolute acceptance of what is. Because whose action would that be? Who would just accept?
I don't know.
Who are you?
I don't know.
It's okay. There's nothing to. There's nothing that you have to do. Even though doing happens, like you can just relax. The bus is being driven.
Yeah. Good.
Nice. Thank you so much for calling in. Nice to
Thank you
speak
so
to you.
much. Yes, thank you. Thank
Much
you.
love.
Much love. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.